Okay, so on the third lab, what we're going to do is we're going to try to create this shape right here, which is actually this area right here, that plane, if you will. So all of this right in here. And to do that, we're going to have to create a sketch plane that's coming off of the bottom. And it comes off at 52 degrees off that bottom axis. So this is what it looks like originally. So we're going to go in there and we're going to create a plane, a datum plane. It's going to bring up a dialog box. We've got different kinds of planes we can create here. Inferred at a distance, that'll give you parallel, at an angle, a bisector, different things you can do with all these. Okay, and we want at an angle. Now it says select planar object. Well, I'm going to pick the top and it'll use that to project that angle. And right now it's set at 52 degrees. And then it asks for a linear object. Where do you want that hinge point? We want this line right here. So we can see there we've got 52 degrees. Now note, if you wanted that to be flipped, you could double click this and that flips your axis. So it really isn't going to make much difference here. But we've got 52 degrees, and again you can rotate that around and see that that's correct. We'll hit OK, and that's good. That just creates the plane. Now we have to do a sketch. So we'll hit our sketch, and we can go on plane this time, and we can do an existing plane. Select a plane, and we'll pick this one right here. Okay, now there's your origin out there. So we want to go ahead and specify the sketch origin. And we'll click this line right here, and it'll snap to the end point there. Then we want to do select a reference for our x-axis. Okay, now note the z is coming out, the x is going this way, so we'll double click that, and now you can see every time you double click an axis, it's going to flip it. And then this should, if this is the x, this should be the y, and you can just see that there, and the z. So everything's okay on that, so we'll hit OK. And it does project it out, so you're looking right in on it. Okay, now what you can do here, if you want, you can click on this and hide that. Here we've got a hide, so you don't have to see that plane, or you can come over here and click it to show or hide. Okay, so now we're ready to draw that shape. So as I said earlier, the radius is 1.75, but we've already got that defined. So now all we have to do is draw that shape. Let's keep this view here where we can see some of those numbers. Actually, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to draw a rectangle in there. So I'll go in here and draw a rectangle. So I'll go ahead and snap on that end point. And I'm just going to draw it. Actually, I guess I could go ahead and let it snap to that end. I'll right click and hit OK. No dimensions came up, which is fine. So I'll go ahead and put in a rapid dimension for this dimension right here. And that wants to be 2 inches. And everything else should be okay, I do believe. Let's see. Sketch needs one constraint, so we got to see what's going on here. Let's see, is it going to move off there? Oh, nope, it's still moving here. So we could go in there and do several different things. We could put some kind of a constraint on there, but I think I'll just do a dimension. Let's do a dimension here. Make that 3.5. And we'll just right click and finish. Actually, sketch is fully constrained. You can see that at the bottom. So we'll finish the sketch. Rotate that around and see what we've got. And we'll extrude. Select a curve. We'll pick this here. It's going the wrong direction. So again, you could either double click this, or you can come over here and click that. Okay, and we want that to go 0.5. and we do want that to Boolean operation, we want that to unite, and we'll hit OK. And there you can see there's a nice clean part there. So that got the bottom half of that. So if you will, it got this area right here. It was 2 inches from the bottom here up, so that's where we had to go 2 inches there. Okay, and I guess if we wanted to, we could check that. Let's see if we can do a simple distance here on that line. Well, I thought, okay, so we could do to this line that shows up as a half. It's kind of cool. Let's see if we went from, well, we could go from this point, I guess, if we wanted to, but let's go from that line to that line. Well, let's see. Start point. Let's pick here. End point. Here. 2 inches. So we're good on that. Okay. So then what we'd want to do is draw that other shape there. Now that does come from the back, and it's only going to be 0.3125. So we'll draw that shape. Notice it does go up an inch from this edge. The first thing we need to do is get on our sketch plane. So we'll go sketch, on plane, we'll go existing plane. Let's go right here. We do want horizontal. We'll get the sketch point, we'll get the start right here. Okay, we'll pick reference for the horizontal axis. Will be right there. I didn't get it. Let's try it again. Let's get that line. Edge of the extrusion. Okay, so I'm going to rotate that around. Now there's your Z-axis coming out. Let's double click that horizontal, and we're good to go. Okay, so then we can pivot that around a little bit. Let's see, let's get that a little bit. Pan that again, hold the shift key and your middle mouse button. So now we can draw another rectangle. And let's go from here up this way. I'm going to hit escape, and I'm going to dimension that. Let's go here, that's going to be 1 inch. And I guess if we do this one, that'd be 3.5. Just accept it. And close that. It says it's fully constrained. Now, you could go ahead and extrude that, or you could delete that dimension, but I think I'm going to just go ahead and extrude that out. Why not? So, sorry, I hit the wrong mouse button. Let's see, I've got to get that back to render. Let's do shader with edges. Okay, and I right click to get that, by the way, and that's the rendering style. Okay, so we've finished the sketch, and we'll do another extrude, and we'll pick that piece there. We'll flip that, get that, and I don't want that to be a half. I want it to be 0.3125. Click off of that. You can see the difference. Hit OK, and there's that part of it. Now I could do the, and by the way, if we right click on these sketches and hide that, that stuff will go away. So we can open this up. Oops, sorry. Well, no, that wasn't supposed to happen, was it? Let's see. Let's hit the back up here. There we go. There's the sketch. And there should be a hide there. Okay, so you can do that with any of those sketches. Hide that, so you don't have to look at that. Okay, so now we could either sketch from this plane here, or we can go to the front, doesn't matter. But I'm going to go ahead and sketch on this plane. existing plane. I want the horizontal. I'll make the reference to this right here. The origin be right here, and we'll flip this axis. Say OK, and we'll pan this over, and now we just need to draw a circle. So let's see if we can't get the midpoint there, and then go out to here. And really, you could leave that whole thing there. Now we better go ahead and dimension that. Should be 3.5. Over constrained, so we don't have to put that in there. It came in, so we're good. See, sketch is over constrained, so we can click on this and delete it. And note it says it's fully constrained. So we'll finish the sketch, and we'll extrude. Now that should rotate around for us, but didn't, so we'll just go ahead with it. It won't matter that we didn't trim that. It shouldn't. It is 0.3125. We want to pick that piece, and we'll flip the direction and say OK. Okay, and again, you can click on that and hide it. Okay, so do that. Well, let's see. And geez, I hit save, hadn't I? That's good enough for that. I'll make another video. We'll punch through this piece here, and then we'll try to get those holes in there. So I think that's enough for this video.